fired.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He probably hearing this night. I'm gonna get that Tyson.
No. So you gave it to him.
That's a real sucker punch right there. I wasn't ready for that one.
He's also nuts, right? Just the fact that he's willing to fight the two-time heavyweight champion, former Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
A guy who's gigantic in his prime, built like a Greek god.
Yeah.
And you're going to stand, and he's a one-punch killer. And you're going to stand in front of that guy, and he avoided shots till the 6th round. He just started getting tired.
Yeah, his movement in that fight was crazy.
It was very good.
Yeah.
It was very good.
He was really keeping him moving around the whole ring, and then
you can't afford to get tired.
You can't get
That's
tired.
The thing is, like, he gets tired in a lot of his fights in the later rounds. You should really sort that out. Because if he had a much bigger gas tank, like if he was training with like some of these elite world-class strength and conditioning coaches and just worked on his cardio, he'd be beating way more guys.
You think so?
Yeah. 100%.
Mike Tyson said Anthony Joshua got revenge for him. And when Iron Mike talks like that, you know it isn't hyper post-fight noise. That kind of statement comes from somewhere deep in...
You're going to do this. You're going to be a ferocious animal. You're going to fight, punch both hands to the body. You'll use your jab. You're going to do this in ferocious fashion.
I don't know if enough has been made of the fact that, I mean, it was absolutely devastating. But the fact that he had awareness immediately to go like he looked at the crowd like, oh, shit. Like, wow.
He goes,
it wasn't like
cracked. I think he went into that fight knowing that was probably going to happen.
Yeah.
And ultimately, the big win for him would be that he was even willing to do it and that he could do well for a little bit. Yeah. And then eventually just deal with the fact that Anthony Joshua is going to connect with a bomb.
Yeah.
And breaks his jaw in 2 places.
Yeah. Tyson watched Anthony Joshua flatten Jake Paul and essentially said, yeah, that one was for me. No long explanation, no dramatic buildup, just that quiet heavyweight authority that says everything without needing to say.
Here at the after party, I have to be honest, the vibes are way more chill than I thought. He's doing great. How are you feeling?
Never been better.
Yeah, he's absolutely crushing it.
Bring out the vodka.
Yeah, we're doing great in here. Lights, a double break in his lower jaw.
Oh, you can show.
Here, look.
Science.
So science is right there and there. The way I see it, well, you'll be back in a couple weeks getting redy to fight Canelo.
Canelo in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so Canelo, get ready. We're coming for you in 2 weeks.
And honestly, when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Tyson watched Jake Paul build an entire boxing storyline around spectacle, bravado, and daring legends to step into uncomfortable territory. Jake thrived in the chaos. Then Anthony Joshua showed up, calm, patient, professional, and delivered the kind of ending Mike Tyson.
Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua fight plays out.
I don't know. I want to make sure. I believe it once I see him in the ring.
If Paul starts his boxing career earlier, could Jake Paul have been a champion?
There's a possibility.
They gave me the VIP suite as well. That's why I was right on the ring.
Hey, so what are you going to do? You won every single round.
It just pissed him off, and then he broke Jake's jaw.
I told everyone, though, that I would do better than Francis and that Francis kind of got no chin. Francis low-key soft.
All the haters, last night their storyline was that you were moving around a lot.
Unless I die, people will still...
Than almost anyone alive. This wasn't trash talk revenge. It was symbolic revenge. Joshua didn't chase the hype. He didn't play the circus role. He didn't rush or try to entertain. He waited, measured the moment, and shut the lights off clean. Tyson's reaction felt like the old guard giving a nod of approval. Like boxing itself saying,
haters, last night their storyline was that you were moving around a lot. Just
boxing?
I know, I just don't get it.
I'm a little disappointed, but I also know how good he is.
Man.
But I had him wobbled at one point.
You landed that right hand.
I wish I had more than 3 weeks to prepare. Unless I die, people will still hate.
yeah, we handled that. And my takeaway from this fight is pretty simple. This was boxing reminding everyone that there are levels you cannot skip. You can respect Jake Paul for his courage, ambition, and willingness to step into danger. But respect doesn't rewrite physics, experience, or decades of craft.
First round knockout for Anthony Joshua against Jake Paul. So what do we take away from this fight? It was sloppy from start to finish, but at least Jake Paul can say, I went 6 rounds with the former heavyweight champion. I went further than Francis Ngannou did. This was way worse for Anthony Joshua. He should have walked down Jake Paul from the opening bell. Instead, he gave him way more respect than Paul has earned as a heavyweight boxer. Couldn't land any of his power shots early, didn't go to the body at all. You could not have watched this fight and thought that AJ is back to being a contender in the heavyweight division. And you could not have watched this fight and gotten excited about the potential competitiveness of an AJ Tyson.
Anthony Joshua didn't need to be spectacular. He didn't need a viral moment. He just needed to be himself, disciplined, patient, and dangerous when it mattered. That's the difference between chasing moments and owning the ring. For me, this fight wasn't really about revenge or embarrassment. It was about clarity. The hype finally met a ceiling. The sport reasserted its rules, and everyone watching got the same reminder. In heavyweight boxing, reality always shows up.
Broke Jake's jaw. And
his teeth look a bit removed as well.
Yeah, his teeth have come out of place. But credit to him, he done well. But I told him what was going to happen, but it just took 6 rounds to do that.
People will criticize you for going 6 rounds with Jake Paul. How do you feel about that?
I deserve it.
Why? Come on.
Because, like, we're elite fighters. Like, so I put myself in the shoes of a coach. If I was coaching Anthony Joshua and he went 6 rounds with Jake Paul, I would get him back in the gym tomorrow, give him a bit of a beating, and we're getting straight back to work, because I'll be like, how are you letting this kid take you 6 rounds? Are you crazy? In boxing, there's a time when you systematically break someone down and you see their soul leaving their body. And after a period of time, 2 things start to happen to them. Either they give up or they get knocked out.
And when it does, it doesn't care about narratives, followers, contracts, or content plans. Then, just when the dust starts to settle, here comes Derek Chisora sliding in like that one friend who finally says what everyone's been thinking, but was too polite to admit. Listening to Chisora is hilarious because he's not angry. He's impressed in the most disrespectful way possible. He's basically saying, look, we all stayed up. We all debated. We all argued hypotheticals. And meanwhile, Jake Paul just pulled off the greatest marketing heist boxing has ever seen. When Chisora says, we've been pumped, he's not talking about one punch or one round. He's talking about the entire boxing industry getting baited into believing something magical.
Keeps saying, oh, he got caught with the right hand, he got caught by a jab. I mean, like, it's like opening a shower and say, I'm going to get in the shower but not get wet. Listen, it's boxing. The guy got hit, he knocked him out. But people wondering, why is Jake Paul hitting him? Yeah, he's a gold medalist and he's a 2-time heavyweight champion. It happens, you know, it's a boxing fight. So when I see people say, oh, he got hit by a right hand, oh, I think he's hurt, but Jake Paul didn't have the power to hurt him at all. Nothing. He didn't even bruise him. You know, like this was like a sparring session. Literally. I think he's had more harder sparring sessions.
Way more harder sparring sessions.
Yeah, you know, this was a sparring.
Was about to happen at 3 o'clock with him. And that shower analogy is perfect. You don't step into a ring with Anthony Joshua and expect to stay dry. That's not bravery. That's delusion with good lighting. Chisora calling it a sparring session sounds wild, but it's brutally honest. AJ didn't look threatened. He didn't look rushed. He didn't look stressed. You looked like a heavyweight waiting for the timer to run out. And the funniest part, Chisora admitting we're still here talking about it anyway, because that's the real punchline. Jake didn't just fight Anthony Joshua. He fought the internet and won on points. We can laugh. We can roast. We can argue power versus technique all day. But if a guy with no amateur background had the entire boxing world glued to their screens, debating him against a former unified heavyweight.
He's fooled us, he punked us. But we sat there.
He's marketing genius.
At 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah? Think he's gonna do something which is never been done. He's gonna go to the moon and walk around the moon and
some people believed it. Some people believed it.
You believed it.
I didn't believe it.
Yes, you did.
What did I believe?
You believed it.
David Hay believed
it.
Allegedly, David Hay believed it.
Allegedly.
You say it was a miracle, his shoulders.
I've always said obliviation. And he broke his jaw in 2 places. He hit him in one place and it broke in another place.
I can't believe it, man. I'm back here again in this studio.
You love
this studio.
Yeah. Talking about it. I get it, man. But you know what? It's just one of those things like, Jesus.
Maybe we all got played a little. Now I want to hear from you. Did this fight expose Jake Paul's ceiling? Did it remind us just how dangerous heavyweight boxing really is? Or does it say more about where the sport is headed than either fighter involved? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's debate it properly. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.